Okay, Dub T, how you feeling today, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm prepping for this next battle, so it's been a
Yeah.
productive day. Like it's the pen's moving better than it has for a while. So
It's
yeah,
the
I feel good.
rematch of the century. I hope you're ready.
It is, man. It is. It really is, and it's. I'm looking forward to it, man. So much has changed since the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be great.
Okay. This time you're not working on your A levels, so you can really focus up.
This is it. This is it. Do you know what A levels are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair
I know
enough,
about
man.
A
Fair
levels
enough.
and O levels and all that. All right.
Fair play, man. Fair play.
All right, so we'll start with RX Southside. Dub T versus
Let's do
RX
it, man.
Southside. Controversial battle, a lot of
Yeah.
energy. Jazz the rapper was in the building, which is
Mhm.
so dope. Some of my favorite bars from you in this battle was I could pull something out of Riz. It ain't a hidden blade. I think it's funny how RX needs a dose of his own medicine. I thought that was sneaky and fire. You getting sold down the river, it ain't an open door policy. How are you gang when you're only bad with a mask like Stanley Ipkiss? Crazy. Talk to me about that battle. What do you remember from that battle?
I think that it's a battle that I look back on now when I watch it, and
Mhm.
I'm so aware of how immature I am, and and being under that amount of pressure that
Mhm.
early on at the age I was then,
Mhm.
um, I think it did wonders for me in the long run. I mean, I think it's very easy for me to look at that battle and I probably did for a long time and think it's just a pure negative,
Mhm.
because of all the things that happened in it, the antics and all that. But yeah, looking
Mhm.
back at it now, um, it made me very comfortable in high pressure
Yeah.
situations,
Yeah.
especially in battle rap. So
Yeah.
yeah, there were so many things about it that was pressure, like getting there, and
Mhm.
obviously you think in your head about how is this going to play out. Like obviously I know he was going to bring a lot of people with him,
Mhm.
so there was that, dealing with that in the moment.
Mhm.
Jazz the rapper being there, which is it's my
Crazy.
second battle ever, and like
Crazy.
it was crazy, and yeah, battling someone with like really good projection,
Mhm.
yeah, it did wonders for me. Looking back, I don't think it's my best performance, but I think
Mhm.
there's a lot of positive to be taken from it, that I was able to get through it. A
Yep.
lot of people wouldn't have got through it.
A
So
thousand
yeah,
percent. A thousand percent.
yeah,
That's a
man.
good point. And I think we're all learning and growing, man. That's part of life. You know what I'm saying? And you were
Yeah,
so young. So I love it. I love your energy. And I love that you didn't back down, brother. A lot of people would have backed down from that situation. So
facts.
um this next one I really enjoyed, Dub T versus the Burke, which obviously now there's a rematch scheduled for it. But in the original, you said fuck peace because it feels like a good Friday to kill an Irishman. Crazy. I see this like Stephen King, because if I kill one, they handed me another clown. Crazy. And then you had the I had to delve into Irish derivations to demonstrate that the Burke today would definitely get cremated. That whole segment of the D, yo, you were wilding, wilding.
Yeah,
Talk to me about Dub T versus the Burke.
I think this is the thing with a lot of those early battles. I think I had
Hmm.
good material in there.
Hmm.
I think the way I structured it was probably a little off,
Hmm.
which is why I think, yeah, I think looking back at those battles, it's obvious the improvements that I needed to make.
Hmm.
And although I've got some crazy shit, and in that battle, I probably did some stuff that I probably should have saved, because that was like another high pressure battle, because the
Hmm.
talk around that battle at the time was that whoever won out of me and the Butt was going to be given the newcomer of the year like award.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, so it was high pressure again, third battle high pressure, but like, so I did a bit in that where like I still like the idea of it, but so I did like a time travel bit in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where
Everything goes around, comes around, and you. Yeah, I love that time travel section.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I tried in my head. I wanted to basically do one scheme that started and ended exactly the same, and like
Hmm.
reverse, like a mirrored scheme.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't think it quite played off because I don't think people realized what I was doing. I didn't make it clear enough. So yeah, but yeah, again, a great battle again,
Mhm.
and it's such good experience in that moment to have. Again, like DeBuck's a great writer. Even back then, he was great at picking angles out and all that. So it was great to have to deal with that so early.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I've got fond memories of that battle, man.
I think each of the battles that I'm discussing have different elements. Where the RX Southside was about poise and pressure and scrutiny, I think the Burke was about like approaches, angles,
Yeah,
lyrical dexterity. I think this next one really tested your pen and is Dub T versus Dazzy Talks. You had some
yeah.
great material in this battle. I brought these hands for talks like the Navajo. I'm getting paid for having talks in a clip like a cameo. There's no nice way for me to give you this lesson. I'm about to teach you. And there's 1,000 ways I could dress this up like a fashionista. I'm not the police, but you can still get kicked in the head. You was wildin'.
Yeah.
And taking risks and taking risks. I know it's a touchy subject, but
Facts.
you were taking some risks. Talk to me about this battle, what you remember.
So like when I think of that, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. Mm-hmm.
and I think I
Mm-hmm.
did that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I had some good material against Dazzy. I think it's the best performance out of the 3 battles we've spoke about so far.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think like it's probably the battle like that I've most done and then been like, yeah, I've won that very clearly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great battle. The room was like ridiculously warm as well because that venue is like there's like a corrugated steel roof over the top,
Mm-hmm.
and it just was like you can see me like Dazzy especially like he is dripping with sweat like by the end of the battle. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a great battle again. I think looking back at it, to be honest, if I'm being critical of myself,
Mm-hmm.
there's definitely a type of like there's definitely a laziness to some of what I'm saying because it's right there and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just name flipping, especially
Mm-hmm.
that first round.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's the first battle that I showed that I'm a puncher as well.
I was just gonna
And
say that, and I
yeah.
also think that the name flips and stuff like that is something that's very popular over here. So, but I think
Mhm.
in the UK, you guys, it's more about like the entertainment factor and the lyrical factor and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see. Like, I know that that might be considered like a little lazy over there, but over here, we love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a bar like I brought these hands for talks like Navajo, or I'm getting having talks in the clip like a cameo that would have broke the building in America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Also
No.
that risky little line, I'm not the police, but you can still get kicked in the head. You a room full of black people, you wildin'. You was crazy.
Yeah, but you know the thing is with that bar is it's not what it seems. So it's not what it looks like, man. Like so that bar in the UK, some guy had like attacked like airport security,
Hmm.
and he wasn't a black guy. He was just a
Hmm.
guy, just
Hmm.
attacked some airport security, and then there was a like viral video in the news of him getting like kicked clean in the head.
Hmm. Hmm.
So in my head, that's what I'm going for there.
You was just
It's
referencing an
not what
incident. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then it added racial undertones where you said
Yeah,
it.
and like and then the thing is like Chubbs makes it so much worse as well because Chubbs starts reacting, and I'm there like, no, that is not what I meant by that.
Nah, Trump's reaction had me dying. The Trump's reaction, you're right, did me. Nah, but you
And
you
then
powered
I'm
through it
there like,
though.
I need to get over. I need this to stop now. I need to get into this material
Yeah,
because that's not even that was just a freestyle rebuttal.
yeah,
That wasn't like written. So but I think that's the start of the third from
yep,
memory.
yep. And the third, yep, and the third.
And yeah, and I remember I had like, the whole third is like about like him being Christian or some shit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, I needed to get off that as quickly as possible. And I remember like before the battle dropped, like the whole like for 2-3 weeks, I was like, fuck, I don't know what that's gonna look like on camera.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look as bad as I thought in my head,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but
Nah.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
you did
not
your numbers,
ideal.
man. You did your numbers. And this battle rap, it's been way worse things said, brother. Um,
Yeah,
I personally said some horrible things, so it's really not in the grand scheme of things. But this next battle I want to talk to you about, Kick Nelly's kind of underrated in his way. But I
Hmm.
want to say that when you entered into this tournament, you really elevated, and it like there was just you get to a point in your career as a writer where you kind of come into your own style and you kind of master it, and that
Hmm.
was on display throughout this whole tournament. I particularly like this Kick Nelly battle because you were doing a little bit of everything, and it was just such a, in my
Yeah.
opinion, a clear dominant performance. You know what I'm saying? You said I
Yeah.
got him
Not a lot of people
sold.
would agree with you there.
I know the whole
Yeah.
time I've been watching this tournament, the judging section of it, I just been like, what? Like, but anyway, here we go.
Yeah. It's
You
one of
said I got him sold in 30 like an elevator pitch, crazy. I put a blade on kick like I'm ice skating, crazy. It's violent shit when I take a blade to Nick and I ain't smuggling contraband. These men know me for who I killed. They know you for who you paid to be killed by. It's funny you call kick, but when your mother never kicked the habit, you were wildin'. I thought you were
yeah.
going crazy in this battle. What you remember from this battle?
He's on that day he was probably the best he's been.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably ever. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was so awkward, very unorthodox.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that he dropped that I didn't expect him to not do, I expected him to be like more weird, like and
Mm-hmm.
do like more strange shit that doesn't benefit him.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he didn't. He across 3 rounds he was relatively focused and
Mm-hmm.
he attacked me for 3 rounds, which he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't always do. And yeah, I think I have some great material in there, but it's one of those, isn't it? And it's a learning one. I think I should have maybe had a little bit more than what I did, and
Mm-hmm.
that was at a point where like writing was I was struggling to write,
Mm-hmm.
and I genuinely I think I was struggling to write up to the pagan battle. The
Wow.
pagan battle I was fine for the writing wise, but
Okay.
yeah, I struggled to write for Kick. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
struggle to write for Dojo because I really wanted that battle, but like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a struggle,
Mm-hmm.
and Kick's one of these guys who's battled so many times, and like with my style, especially in that short format, I want to name flip a lot.
Yeah.
But there's people have done them all, man. People
Yeah.
have done all the kick flips
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that. So yeah, but again, good battle on the day. I thought it was a good battle, and
Yeah.
yes, it's one of
It's
them.
so interesting that the different perspective, like how y'all assess battles over there and how we assess it over here. That's so
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, so you're from London?
No, I'm from like the middle of England.
Okay, where
It's
in
like
England?
it's a place called Coventry,
Coventry. What is that
which is
close to?
like
Leeds, Manchester? What is that close to?
no, it's near to Birmingham.
Birmingham. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
What
So
is it?
it's
What
like
is it?
literally dead center.
Dead middle. Okay. What does it mean to you to be
Yeah.
from there and battle rapping?
Um, Genuinely, I think there's been like two battle rappers out of my city.
Hmm.
So it's not exactly difficult for me to say I'm the best from my city. That that it's a bit of a loaded accolade, but like
Okay.
yeah, I think it's definitely a benefit because I have a sort of weird funky English accent, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
like some words sound like I'm from the north, some sound like I'm from the south. So I get away with that. It's definitely a cheat code. I think Kick Nelly even said to me like that like I can rhyme really weird things together because I can just switch. And yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere like that in America where guys can like get away with pronouncing things weird and
For sure.
yeah.
For sure. For sure. What's been the toughest part of your journey so far with battle rap in the UK?
I think at the beginning it was trying to like separating myself from the rest of like because people compare battlers, right? And like at the
Hmm.
beginning, the big comparison that everyone was like leveling at me was, oh, this guy is a unanimous clone, and like trying to separate from that a bit,
I understand
and
completely. Mhm.
yeah, and just trying to separate from that. And like when I came in, I was in a group called ABK,
Mhm.
which was like I was like the youngest one, hadn't battled. The rest of the group is like insane. You got guys like Rivers, Yunnan,
Mhm.
Black T, Moke, Scoop,
Crazy.
like around some crazy, crazy names. And like I'm very, very lucky
Mhm.
that, you know, those guys sort of showed me the ropes as I was coming in. But like even separating myself from that, like a little bit, because it's one of them things where like it's such an easy angle. Like you can't really be part of that conglomerate and then like really make waves later down the line. So yeah, I think yeah, it's just about separating myself and even finding who I am as a battler, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
finding what style I like the most.
Yeah.
Because I always knew that like the battlers I like the most seem to be the punchy, aggressive, mean battlers, right?
Mhm.
But then like looking into how that's done, like the mechanics of that style.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So I think just finding my style really.
I
Because when I
respect it.
started, I was so young. I
Mhm.
was so young when I started. Like it's not as if I even really had a style that I would use on the beats. Really,
Mhm.
like I'd only been rapping like so. You know, I'd probably been rapping on beats since I was like maybe like 14. So that's
Wow.
only 3 years like actually rapping like at
Mhm.
all.
Mhm.
So yeah, just finding that uniqueness, I guess, was the hardest part.
I respect it. Who's your top 5 UK battlers of all time? No pressure.
Okay, so like no particular order.
Okay.
Okay, no particular order. We'll go Shotty,
Mhm.
we'll go Soul,
Mm.
we'll go Gem,
Fire.
Tony has to be there.
Amazing.
And then the fifth spot's really hard because it's like there's so many guys who could be in there.
Mhm.
And that's tricky. And that my fifth places could change. Like my fifth place could change on a different day. Like in my head, I'm thinking guys like Yunnan,
Mhm.
Quill,
Mhm.
Archaic, Bobby Rex, Raptor, guys like any of those guys could fill that spot.
Mhm.
I think in terms of overall like legacy for that last spot, I think I'm gonna go O'Shea just because I
Fire.
think in terms of legacy and one of the first like UK names who really like made a splash in any way
Mhm.
and like legendary champion and all that and yeah,
I
really
respect
unique.
it.
There's no one like O'Shea.
That's a good list. That's a very
Yeah,
good list. Shout out O'Shea.
yeah.
What's your top 5 current battle rappers in the UK?
When you say current, do you mean like newer guys or like
I mean
guys who are
like
just active
the
now?
newer guys like you, the Berg, Pagan, them type of guys.
Okay. Well, okay, I'd have me, DeBurk, and Pagan then.
Okay.
I
Okay, you got 2 more slots left.
Yeah. Okay. Who asking for those slots? I gotta go Hamill. He's
Hamill's
that's my
crazy.
2-on-2 partner. That's my brother.
Mm.
And that last spot. Do you know what? I'll go Dojo. I think
Let's
Dojo is
go. Let's
underrated.
go.
Dojo is yeah. Dojo's got
Okay.
something. So
I respect
yeah.
it. Could we see Dub T on iBattle? And who would you want to battle?
I'd love to battle on iBattle. Not too up to date with the names on there, but like I remember seeing someone said that I should battle on iBattle, and the name he said was a guy called Isolated
Isolated fire.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that. So yeah, I'd love to do it. Like the style on iBattle, I think is sick. So and I think I'd do good on iBattle. I think I'd
I
do
do
good
too.
in most places in America because
100%.
I don't think I'm too difficult to understand,
Hmm.
and I think I have a punchy style. So yeah,
I agree. I agree. I think you kill it over
yeah,
here. But getting back home, Prem, you are on one of the biggest cards ever. You're rematching the Burke
yep,
on this Shotty and Gem card.
yep,
Your co-main event. That's kind of incredible.
yeah,
Talk
yeah.
to the
It's
people.
crazy.
What can we expect from this rematch?
Um, it's another one of those high pressure moments,
Mhm.
and I've had enough of those high pressure moments where now I'm comfortable and I'm looking forward to that moment because I look at it and think there's no way he's going to be as comfortable as me. No way is he going to be on that stage and be as comfortable as I am with the things I've had to do and things I've had to go through and battles I've had, battles I've lost, battles I've won. And I think with how I'm going to approach this battle, I don't think I'm going to leave much debate about it. And it's going to be one of those where it's controversial because of what happened with Pagan, and there's going to be a whole thing there. But like, one thing I will say is, regardless of what happened with Pagan, I think after the DeBerk battle, it's going to be a conversation of, regardless of who was there against me, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have made much difference. Like, genuinely, even the stuff I wrote today, like, I think, so I've got my first round, right? Done. First round's done. So, and I think my first round's probably better than any of the rounds I had for Pagan. And yeah, so I feel very confident.
Okay.
And there's no distractions this time either. This is me 100%, like, you know, focused specifically on DeBerk. I've got nothing else to focus on until the date. So yeah, I feel good about it.
I like this energy. Talk to you. Who inspired your battle rap style?
It's tricky, man. Like, a lot of guys. So yeah, so like people like Big K. I think there's a pretty clear influence there in a lot of what I do. Yunnan to some extent, Shotty. I think Tony D is probably my favorite battler like ever. I don't think I've come across a battler who I think is like as slick as Tony. So I you know, in a lot of things I try and do, especially in like the internals, like the multis and even like delivery sometimes. Like, if I'm thinking how can I deliver this bar as smoothly as possible, sometimes I'll like think like, okay, how would Tony say that? So yeah, a lot of guys. I think the main influence, especially in more recent times, is definitely like guys like Big K.
Okay.
Because it's just that disrespect, the meanness of it, and the punchiness of it. Yeah, I'd say that's.
I like that. I like that. Big K's a GOAT, champion of the year. Salute Big K.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part of your journey so far with battle rap?
The V Gotti battle was ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It's one of those things where I can look at that and think, okay, that to me that could have been enough at that point, because in my head I can say I represented my country against a guy who flew over to battle me on an absolutely massive card, and then I got to go into Summer Madness the next day. It was just and the build up to the V Gotti battle was incredible, and like me having to deal with V Gotti just in general in conversation, like, because genuinely the V Gotti is hilarious. Like, he's hilarious. He's like, so he's naturally funny, right? So you're trying to stone face it and be like, what the fuck's he talking about? But deep down you're like, how funny, man. Even in the battle, he cracks me up in the battle. Like, I think I said something like the V in V Gotti stands for vagina, and he said like he went, it's never been proven, or something like that. And I laugh in the moment.
That's funny.
And it's like, yeah, so yeah, the V Gotti battle was crazy. The diss tracks back and forth, the whole build up, even like talking to Smack on like the spaces and stuff before the battle. It was a crazy few weeks, man.
I love that. Looking to the future, what would you say is the next step in you getting your brand major visibility? Like taking the Dub T brand to the next level? Can we see merch? Can we see albums from you? What do you think is the next step?
Yeah, I think I definitely need to make more music. That's just it. That's just a given, I think.
100%.
In terms of an actual, like, in my style on beat, I think I'm very good on beat. So I think that's something I need to focus on more. But this is the thing. I think when I have battles, like the V Gotti battle is the perfect example of, like, you know, I'm against a guy who we promoted the shit out of that battle, right? And the diss tracks back and forth. It was the opening, and this is the thing. It was the opening battle of the night, right? The first battle of the day, and the room was jam packed. From the front, there was no space in the room. So yeah, I think it's just, especially when I need to have battles where it's like, yeah, let's really do this. If like we're gonna do it, let's not half, let's go fully in
All the
and do
way.
all the promotion. Yeah, and do that every time. Yeah, I think after the tournament, some of the battles I'm gonna be involved in are gonna be crazy, and they're gonna be high risk, and they're gonna be high pressure, and it's gonna be exciting. I'm looking to get that 2-on-2 with Hamill at some
Let's
point.
go.
We were meant to do that in December last year, but a couple things happened, and yeah, for a lot of reasons it didn't happen. But our material for that was crazy, and yeah, like I've enjoyed writing with him because he's from Liverpool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got like a Scouse accent, so very different from mine.
Mm-hmm.
So writing for that like was fun because you're writing stuff, to set up things that he would like rhyme with,
Mm-hmm.
like because we speak completely differently, so we rhyme completely differently as well,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so fun to like try and navigate that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you end up writing in like each other's voices. It was great. It was, yeah, it was so much fun. It's like the
It
most
sounds like
creative
a
I've
dope
felt.
experience. I love that.
It was crazy, man. And like in terms of creativeness, I feel like that's like the peak of what like I've written.
Okay.
Like the stuff was ridiculous. Yeah,
So you were in the Where Winning Matters tournament. What were your
yeah.
biggest takeaways from that experience? I thought you did a phenomenal job. I think you made a lot of new fans. For you, what's the biggest lessons you learned from it?
The biggest lessons, I guess. I think sometimes I can approach battles and be a little bit like one track
Mm-hmm.
minded.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe a little bit more variation in what I'm doing, which I think I started to do a bit more sort of successfully in like the later stages. Like I think the dojo battle was kind of one thing, like in terms of there wasn't much variation, but by the time I get around to Pagan, um, I'm mixing the punches with some humor, with some
Yeah.
nice concepts. Like again, that second round against Pagan, like conceptually, I think is probably the most difficult round I've ever had to write,
Mm-hmm.
because like the whole point I'm making is that like he mirrors a lot. Like he'll say a sentence and then say it backwards in his punch. So I took that and I thought like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a whole round where everything is mirrored,
Mm-hmm.
like even like the concepts and like even like the final punch, like this is where winning matters. My wins mattered before this. Like even that was mirrored in the end.
Yeah.
And it's just I did that the entire round, and it was so difficult to write because it would have been so easy to fall into like cliche ones.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to have too obvious. Like there was one that early, like in the early stages, I was like, oh, I'll do that, and then I realized, nah, that one's too obvious. It was like something like I say what I mean and I mean what I
I
say, and
say.
like shit like that. It's just too obvious. So yeah, yeah. I think the tournaments taught me that variation is very important for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So I think I'm a much more dangerous battler now than what I was before, and I'm looking forward to showing that.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. Now, the floor is yours. I want you to call out three names looking to the future. Three people that you want to battle on Premiere in the future. Big names, small names,
Okay.
just three.
I think okay, so in terms of a stylistic matchup that I think will be ridiculous,
Mhm.
I'd love to battle Visual.
Fire.
I think that battle's ridiculous.
Mhm.
I'd love to battle Frankie.
Let's go, Frankie Frazier.
Frankie
Let's
Fraser.
go.
I'd like to battle Frankie, and part of that is my own selfishness because I'd like to know what Frankie would say. Like, I'd like to know what he would do.
Okay.
So there's that, and then the one that I think scares me, but because it scares me, I want to do it. Would be the Bobby Rex battle,
Mm.
just because I'm so against it there, and it's the first time since RX where I've got a guy in front of me who can project as loud as Bobby can and
Mhm.
command a room as Bobby can,
Mhm.
and it's like it's a massive uphill battle, and it's one of those where if I win it, it's red panty night, right? Things are changing around here by B Bobby Reds. So
Talk heavy, talk heavy.
But if it's one of those where if I lose it, it's like that's what everyone expected anyway, kind of.
Yeah.
Basically, I just think similar to Frankie, I'd like to know how he would approach it as well.
Fine.
I think I'd learn a lot from all of those battles, and I might not win all of those battles, but it's battles I can definitely learn from, and I think all of them would be crazy. I think the visual battle would be ridiculous because we're both very short form punchers.
Mm-hmm.
There's not too much build up. There's not too much setup. It's a lot of it is set up punch. So I think it'll be an exhausting battle to watch, but I think it would be crazy, man. And
I
I'd love
agree.
that battle.
I agree. My final question to you, brother, and I appreciate your time. When it's all said and done, what do you want Dub T's legacy to be?
I think my answer to that has changed a lot. Like it's changed rapidly as well. I think when I started out, I wanted to be like remembered for like the guy who like was like completely fearless, didn't care about who was battling. He was never intimidated by a battle. And I think you could see that in how brash I was when I
Mm-hmm.
was like just starting out. Like I was like 2 battles in, 17, like calling out like Shotty. And it's just the level of that immaturity. And I think maybe I lost a bit of that over the way. I think now I think it's just about the biggest, most ridiculous battles I can get, and really putting on a show, really putting in performances that I can look back on and say, yeah, that was ridiculous. I'd also like to win the belt at some point. I'd like to be able to say I was a champion. But yeah, I these things take time. Like the champion time for me, that's not yet. There's still a lot of lessons that need to be learned before that happens. But so right this second it is. I want the biggest, most ridiculous battles I can get, and put on some ridiculous battles for the fans. The pagan battle for me is the start of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the pagan battle is ridiculous.
Agreed.
I think it's insanely rewatchable. Yeah, that's me. I think just I want to be part of big battles.
Dub T, you just beginning, but you've done some incredible battles. You've shown what promo really is, keeping us up until 1, 2, 3 in the morning, waiting to see you and Pagan go back and forth. You and Vigati international battles. Now you're co-main event at Premiere. Trust me, you're gonna have an incredible legacy when this is all said and done. But I wanted to take the time now to give you your flowers and to tell you keep stepping into your greatness. Super proud of you. I'm gonna antagonize you on Twitter as long as I'm breathing, but I'm very, very proud of you, and I think you're an incredible talent. And sky's the limit, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You're gonna have to come out here for Shotty Jam if you can get out here.
Man, listen, listen. That's the one battle I can't wait to see. Who you got? Shotty or Gem?
Ooh,
You on the spot now?
it's so hard, man. That is such a tricky one to call. Yeah. The only way I can break the battle down to call a winner is I think you have to like draw a line down the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at the pros and cons of each.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shotty probably commands a room better.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little bit more of a fan base around Shotty. I think Gem is the superior angler.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Gem has an angle, it's very tricky to win that round. It's hard. I don't want to ever pick against Shotty because it's Shotty. But like when it's someone like Gemini, again, I don't think is there anyone on the planet that you wouldn't have Gemini with at least a chance to win it. Like, this is a guy who he's so surgical. He punches really well, wastes no time. He always picks good routes of attack. He's never had a dull angle against the guy. And it's one of those with Shotty where this is a battle for Shotty. Shotty win a lot of battles where There've been massive battles, but if he won or lost them, it doesn't really matter that much. Not that it doesn't matter, but like, you know, if Shotty loses to Tay-Rock, if Shotty loses to, you know, Eunice or K-Shine, it's not the end of the world, right? If he loses to Gem, he is no longer the best in the United Kingdom. There's so much pressure on him. I don't think Shotty's had a battle with this much pressure on it in a long time.
Damn.
So it would be interesting to see how he turns that into his material. Like the Shotty I want to see is the Shotty who, like the Shotty that was there versus like John,
Mm-hmm.
where it's so creative and he's mixing his style. He's mixing the old with the new. Because Shotty's style has changed. Shotty's style is changing all the time, and it changes by opponent. I want to see him do bits of what made him Shotty in the first place. Tie that in with some of the newer, more meta stuff. Yeah, but it's a hard battle to call either way. I don't want to predict either way because it's one of those battles where whoever wins, if you pick the other way, like people are like, are you stupid? You picked Gem. You picked Shotty.
Bro,
Like,
just say
you know
Shotty
what I mean?
hard, bro. It's okay. Just say Shotty hard. Just say it.
I think we've seen Gem lose
Mm-hmm.
to battlers who are less than Shotty.
Mm.
That's what I will say. I don't think we've seen Shotty lose to a battler who isn't way up there, right? So, yeah, I think Shotty's the favorite.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that go in Gem's favor. The fact it's in London is a big one in Gem's favor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. The whole card's insane, man.
I agree.
The whole card is insane.
On the final note, don't lose to the Burke, brother. I got you 2-1.
Thank you, man. You're like in the minority with that. I think people constantly just look at me and think this kid's gonna get fucking smoked. Like every battle I have, man, it's like, what is the point? But yeah, I was watching like your stream with MK like earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like MK not putting me in his top 5. It's like, all right.
How did you feel about that? Talk. Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we're here now. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think there's guys in his list that haven't done as much as me in the last like year and a half.
Man, call him out the battle. Come on, I know you want to call him out the. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That battle's hard because of things I would have to say in it.
You battle RX Southside already. You got to battle MK Southside.
I know. But again, there's stuff that would need to be said to MK that make that a battle that is like, do I want to do that? And it's like, do I want to do that in a room full of people that could maybe see that and then leave thinking he's a completely different battler than what he is? So I would do it.
Go to on-site battles and cook that man. What are you talking about?
I think I would do it. I think it's silly for him to want to do it. I think, you know, yeah. If I was him, I wouldn't do it. I would stay well clear. I would
What are you trying to say, brother?
No, not be. Don't worry about it.
Nah, I'm worrying about it.
If I was him, I wouldn't battle me.
Yo, what you know about time travel?
Yeah, this is the thing. What does he know about time travel? He doesn't know as much as me. Doesn't know as much as me about time travel.
Okay.
Doesn't know as much as the Burke about. Jesus, I mean, if anyone knows about time travel, it's the Burke. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this official call out: MK Southside versus Dub T.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
No. We'll see. I'll let him make the first move on that. If it gets offered at some point, then.
And you think it'll go bad for him?
It would go horrifically for him. It would be a terrible move from him. Not even because like I'm like a ridiculously. I'm not saying I'm like ridiculously superior to him. It just wouldn't go well.
Mm.
It just wouldn't go well. And the like, yeah, like, and this is the thing. He with his style,
Mhm.
I just don't think he does anything better than me, right? And I think he's battled. I think he is where he is for a lot of reasons that aren't necessarily talent related. And I think, like, yeah, it's one of them. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. I think.
Yo, let me tell you something. I got you beating the Burke, but if you and MK Southside get locked in, I got MK 2-1 clear.
Really?
Clear.
What? Why? Why?
Brother, just lock the battle in and then we'll get to that after.
No, whoa.
No,
You
we'll
don't
get
say
to that.
why.
Hey,
You
have a
can't
blessed
just leave
day.
me hanging like that.
Have a blessed day, Dub T. This was such a great
No,
conversation.
genuinely, why? Why do you think he beats me?
I think he's better than you.
Wait, what does that mean, though? You can't just say
Brother,
he's
just
better.
lock in the
Like,
battle.
at what? No, but
At
what is he
what?
better at? You know what I mean?
Are we not all tied by one
I
thing?
think-
Battle rap.
No, but like, battle rap isn't just one overarching thing. Like, there's multiple areas within it that are like, okay, so does he angle better?
Would you battle him on site? That's all I'm asking.
Why would I go to his house to battle him? Why would I go
You
to
said
his
it's gonna
yard
go
to
bad
do
for
it?
him. Why not show him how bad it could get at home?
Because I wanted to be in my home, so when it goes bad, he gets fucking his head kicked in after the battle. Nah, I'm playing. I'm
Okay,
joking.
so on Prem.
Yeah, I think it's a battle that needs to happen on Prem. It was a battle
agree.
that got offered on Prem. It happened. It got offered to both of us in like maybe a couple of years ago. It never happened. It's one of them things where like I think it would be a great battle, but again, wouldn't go well for him.
Okay.
I think I've beat better battlers than everything.
Okay. Dub T, thank you for your time. This was a great conversation. God bless you. Keep being great. You heard?
Thank you, man. Have a good day.
MK21. All right, we out of here.